Christine, hi, Christine. It's Nicole.
Hi,
Good to see you again.
good to see you too.
How have you been?
I'm pretty good.
Good, good. So, our last session, we talked about a few things, a little get to know you. But so, how have you been since our last session?
Um, well, not too bad. Um, I started a job,
Oh,
so
congratulations.
yeah, it's going pretty well.
Okay, started a job.
hmm
All right, what are you doing?
I'm working at a grocery store.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
Exciting. On your feet, moving
yeah,
around, meeting new people, get to socialize.
yes. I mean, it's not the best job, but it's a job.
It's good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for this session, I want to dive in a little bit more about your anxiety and some coping skills, and then also work on some skill setting. Okay. I'm sorry, goal setting, as well as just diving into some more of um, how to help you resolve some of that anxiety that you got going on there. Okay.
Sure.
So in the past, what are some ways that you have coped with your anxiety?
Reading.
Okay.
I like to read late at night.
After the kiddos have laid down,
Yes.
what are some of the types of books that you like to read?
I really like to read novels that like historical fiction, really long novels, history or fantasy novels.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay. So reading is one of the ways that you've coped with your anxiety
for sure.
in the past, which it takes some time.
Mhm.
What's another way that you've coped with your
Um, ri-
anxiety?
Lots of writing. So journaling, writing.
Okay.
Um, I do yoga, so I like to do that.
So,
Yeah,
okay, that's a great way to connect spiritually
yeah.
with yoga and journaling. Journaling is also a great way for you to be able to identify and recognize some trends, trends, emotional trends, maybe even some mental cognition trends that you've had. There may be times that you're like, oh, I'm kind of anxious. I don't know what's going on with me. Maybe then you can go back and review, well, what happened on Monday? What's happened the past couple of days? Because I don't know. Have you ever had that feeling of I was fine a few minutes ago, or a couple days? I don't know what's going on with me, right? But by journaling, that gives you that diary where you can be able to go back and review to see what's been going on. So I would highly encourage that you continue the
Okay.
journal. So, and yoga is also a good way of exercise to get that endorphin and that dopamine going and increasing. All right. So reading, some journaling, yoga, those are all ways that have helped you manage and cope with the triggers of your anxiety. Are there any other things that you've utilized?
I don't know.
Okay. So those are some great starting points. Some other things so I want to go over with you. So when we last time when we talked, you talked about some of your we discussed some of your cues and triggers to anxiety, which were some of the yelling and loud noises and things of that nature.
Mhm.
Can you expand a little bit more also on some of the internal feelings that you feel when your anxiety is triggered?
Like a tightening in like your throat, but well, not yours, probably, but my throat. Um, kind of like an uncomfortable feeling on your skin,
Okay.
kind of like when you're really cold.
Mhm.
Also like a foggy feeling when you can't think straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to help you develop some skills and tools to help when you notice those feelings coming about, when you feel that cue of ways to recognize it and then to be able to address it.
Okay.
So one, let's practice having a mental vacation. Have you heard of having mental vacations?
No.
So what a mental vacation is of course, if we had, unlimited amounts of money, we may travel to a tropical island. Um, Maybe to Africa, that's not tropical, but or to the Caribbean or a place like that. Where is a place that you would like to go? Where's something that seems like fun or like a stress reliever type of place for you?
Um, the lakes
Mm. You said the lakes of nature?
of New Hampshire.
Oh, of New Hampshire. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So how about we go there, right?
Mhm.
Alexa, stop. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
So, all right. So in that moment when you're feeling the tightness of your throat, right?
Mhm.
The cold, foggy feelings, take a moment, take a breather. Let's close our eyes. You go
Oh,
ahead
you
and
mean to
close your
actually
eyes.
do it?
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay.
So you're arriving. Tell me what you're thinking when you're getting there. What do you see?
Um, Trees?
Who's there with you?
No one?
What's going on?
Mm, going on like how?
Like, describe to me what your vacation is, your ideal vacation.
Oh, okay.
Because
So,
this is a fun place for you. This is an ideal vacation.
all right. So, cabin, fire, outside, not in the cabin. Um,
I like how you changed that.
hmm, big lake, lots of trees, hammock. It's like September, so not warm, not cold. Boat. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
it is fun.
You said you're by yourself, but can you take a plus one?
I think, well, if it would be anyone, it would be my kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably my.
So think about when you're feeling those symptoms of anxiety, right? Of taking a pause, taking a break, and giving yourself that grace and that opportunity to let's go on this mental vacation really quick, right? That's going to decrease those symptoms because you're allowing your mind to go to a happy place. And so that's decreasing those symptoms, right? Another thing that can also help in that is you mentioned yoga.
Yeah, for sure.
Yoga is a great relaxation technique. As I explained, yoga helps with its exercise. Exercise is great for the brain, increasing those dopamines and things of that nature. What does your sleep regimen look like? Your sleep routine?
Wonderful.
Okay, good. So you have a daily routine of you're going to bed around the same time?
No.
Okay, so
No.
having a good sleep routine
Mhm.
is going to help you decrease some of these anxiety-like symptoms. Because when we are stressed out or when we're having anxiety, tiredness can play a large factor in that as well.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to help you decrease your anxiety by us setting some goals.
Okay.
So what are some of the goals that you want? Let's establish some goals for treatment. What are some of the goals that you would like to establish for treatment?
Probably. Well, I should probably sleep more.
Okay,
So,
getting a little bit more rest.
yeah, I should probably do that more. I don't know how I'm gonna fit that in with school and work and all this kind of stuff, but I could probably try. I really don't sleep much, so increase it by how much? How much should I probably be sleeping?
Okay. So in getting more sleep. What time do you typically go to bed now?
2, 3.
2 or 3 a.m.?
Yeah,
Okay. And what time are you waking up?
6.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You need more sleep.
I mean,
Okay.
I function.
Okay. We want to function or do you want to thrive?
I do both.
Okay. All right. So what would be an ideal bedtime for you? Ideally.
Probably 11.
Okay. And getting up at 6. So 11, that's about 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And that, you think that that would be sufficient for you? Or maybe we think you need a little bit more, maybe 10 or
Well,
9, giving you at least 8 hours of sleep?
well, I can't really because my kids get up at 6 and I have to get to work, and so 6 is it, and I have schoolwork to do. So for now, I think, yeah. But I mean,
11.
the reason why it's like 2 is because that's after schoolwork. That's my time, like I read or I don't have much time other than that. So, but
Okay.
I can cut that stuff down and I'll figure out some other where to put it.
Okay. So it sounds like a concern is time as
Mhm.
well as sleep.
Mhm.
And that could also be also increasing a little bit more of the stress and anxiety as well.
I could.
Okay. So how often do you have, how many times a week are you having stress and anxiety type symptoms, would you say?
Oh, probably every day.
Okay. So daily, you're feeling
Yeah.
this anxiety daily.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think if you had less anxiety daily, that would prompt you to be able to create a better sleep pattern of going to bed a little bit earlier to be able to accomplish more throughout the day?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I accomplished all my tasks. That's for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Task accomplishment, not a problem.
Okay.
I
So
think I'm
what are
more
your
worried about not accomplishing tasks. So I stay up later to make sure I accomplish the most amount of tasks every single day. So yeah, maybe that could be a goal, is figuring out what tasks are not eminent daily. And then I wouldn't have to worry so much. And maybe that would be a way to reduce my nightly wake time so then I could sleep earlier. Does that make sense?
okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay. So our first goal that we're going to work on is learning to manage some of some of those anxiety skills, right? Applying some coping skills to manage your anxiety. We want to decrease your anxiety symptoms from daily to how many times a week? I have an idea,
I would like
but
at least less, so 3 times or less would be great.
okay. So from 7 to 3, at least 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, great. Okay, and we're going to do that by applying some skills. Some of those skills are going to be you incorporating your relaxation techniques, such as yoga. When do you think you can incorporate your yoga?
It's morning before I go to work.
Okay. So that's prior to 6 o'clock mornings.
Yeah, that's for about 15 minutes a day before I go to work.
15 minutes daily. Okay, that's one goal that we can set up. Also recall when we spoke last time, we talked about your support system. The lack of having a support system.
Sure.
Having more of a support system could also help you in decreasing your anxiety, maybe also helping you get to bed a little bit earlier, maybe if you had a little bit more support, because that could take some task off your plate.
I don't know how, but maybe.
All right. So let's work on what do you think about building your support system? How's that sound?
It sounds good, but I don't understand how that would happen.
Okay. So I have some resources for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So ways to build your support system, because it can be a tremendous source of support for you, because it's challenging trying to do everything by yourself, right? With your children, and you're a hard working mom who's overcome such adversity, and you're doing it. You're doing an amazing job raising your 3 children. So some support systems that are in place. There is a website, ADAA.org. This website is very specific for online support groups for adults. And there's also a very specific group there for women, adult women who have anxiety. So it's an online support group. So they have weekly meetings. So you can even be doing your workout and have your earbud in your ear, listening to the support group meeting, right? Joining in and interacting. So it doesn't take away from if you have other tasks. So you're able to easily incorporate that into your life, right? So building that form of support, right? Also, you do yoga at home, but if you were able to incorporate going to a gym and then meeting new people, getting new friends, source of support, right? So what our goal is going to be is to build your support system, and then also at least how many times a week would you say that you think that you'll be able to incorporate increasing your support of the support group meetings?
That one I don't. 1 time a week, I could say.
Okay,
yes, for
so
sure.
We can go with at least 1 time a week.
Yes, I can say that for sure. More than that, I don't know, because I just don't know if I have the time yet, but I will commit to 1 time a week.
And I think that's great, because you're just starting out, so you can get to see what it's like, what it's about. Right? So attending this support group at least 1 time a week in an effort to build your support system And also, how frequently are you meeting with your therapist?
Every single week.
So that's another source of support,
Mhm.
right? So continuing meeting with the therapist once a week.
For sure.
So you're already expounding on your source of support. All right. All right. So, are there any other things that you wanted to discuss or bring up today that I didn't touch on that were important to you that you wanted to make sure that we were able to cover today before we wrap it up?
I don't think so.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you know that you are doing amazing work. You're doing a good job. But thank you for showing up because this is hard. This is hard work, but you're getting through it and you're
Yeah,
doing it.
thank you.
So thank you for your time.
Awesome. I
All
will
right.
see you next time.
All right. I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.